I looked right at you
no,
and
you
shoved
didn't.
you.
No,
Imagine how hard I'm gonna punch you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I think we'll start with a basic question. That this is for the King of Violence belt. Do you consider Jeremy to be a worthy contender?
Yes. How many UFC fights you got? 40?
35, 36, 38 weigh-in, 38-time weigh-in vet, 36-time vet.
It's pretty awesome. I get to compete against that.
And then for you, I feel like since Mike's sort of been away from bare knuckle in a little bit, you've been the one to kind of take the mantle up. And so I ask you, who do you consider to be the face of bare knuckle right now?
This guy right here. He's been doing it. He's put it down. He's putting fucking teeth, orbitals through other planets. Scary dude. Fucking even in the UFC, animal rage. You know, he brings fucking lots of pain to people, and this is the sport that's king of blood violence, and it's not for everybody. It's guys like me and him. I feel like are cut from the same cloth. Absolutely.
You agree?
It's fair. It's fair. I thought he was going to say himself, because, you know, he's been here. I've been wanting back in, though. I've been wanting to get back in. You know, I last fought with gloves on. Same, you know, you went back. Props for going back and fighting again in a different sport. Your boxing looks sharp. You beat that guy's face up. And, you know, coming back, take the gloves off again. You know, you're putting the weight on, coming up, making me cut down. It's fucked up. But, you know, I fought my last fight at a bigger weight class. The gloves really change things, and there's just something about when you hit people without them, if you know how to do it. And I can take a punch as well. You know, we'll see how he moves, how he bounces around. If he wants to play the outside game, you know, but I will still be the face of this. That's the game plan.
You mentioned the weight there, and I know it's a bit of a contested issue. What weight do you feel like this should be fought at?
I like the 185. I think I'm in incredible shape. You know, depending on the end of the night, I could be 195, 196 at the end of the night, like tonight if I ate what I wanted and drank. But I've been dieting for over a month. I've been keto, no sugar, like trying to keep things down. My body's looking sharp, and I'm still in the 90s. And, you know, if I were to cut to 185, I mean, that's a big shirt. I don't know. You look like 185 right now.
185?
Yeah, I'm right there.
So, I mean, he's cutting 10 pounds.
84.
Again, you know, my last fight I didn't get to cut. I tried to go up to make the weight. He doesn't have to go up, obviously. He's going to cut that 10 pounds. He's going to be in a good physical condition with only losing 10 pounds and then rehydrating that. He'll probably put 7 back on or so. And I don't know how much I'm going to put back on. Against Eddie, I was like 187 because I dieted so good. This time, I'm trying to time it so I can be that 192 in the ring. Speed is what I'm going to need, though. Size and power will help. And it doesn't matter who you are. I can take a fucking punch better than anybody. I'm the best in the world at that.
You know, obviously, fighting's a selfish sport, right? So Mike is going to be annoyed that he has to sort of play the weight game. But for you, do you think, hey, fair's fair, I'm the smaller guy, I fought at 45, 55, like this makes sense for him to have to manage his weight for this to be a bit more equal?
Yeah, for sure. I think my experience in boxing, you know, what I can say is that, you know, when the gloves are off, it doesn't matter so much about the weight, but, you know, being a little bit lighter, you're definitely faster, you're sharper, you feel better. Sounds like he's on a good diet plan. That definitely helps. So, you know, I think it's going to be the perfect weight for the most violent blood combat sports. You know, if it's heavier, you know, they get a little sloppier, they get a little slower, they might hit a little hard, but I think at this weight, you're going to see a lot of action, a lot of violence, a lot of speed, athleticism, skill in there, and it's going to be pretty sporty in there for sure.
you both are renowned for basically being guys who fought in MMA and then came to BKFC and sort of proved that this is a different game, right? This isn't MMA, this isn't even boxing, this is its own unique thing. What do you think it is about this sport that you two can shine in this, whereas maybe you didn't have necessarily the same success in other areas?
No, that's bullshit. We did shine over there. You know, he was the hardest hitting 145er. I thought that line was pretty good, but you know, people out there don't fucking move and shit. You know, pretty good. I had some banger fights. MMA was a different sport. Boxing's a different sport. Bare knuckle, it's the pain games, and you know, I'm gonna squeeze that fist and hit him harder than he's ever been hit before. I want to take him somewhere he's never been before and teach him new things. I'm the young guy, but I'm gonna son this guy.
Do you think he can do that?
Absolutely not. You know, going back to your question, this is too hot for TV. Guys like me and him, we grew up on the streets, fucking fight. You run your mouth, you got punched in the fucking mouth. I'm sure we had to fight for where we're at today because we don't really come from uplifting backgrounds, this and that. So motherfuckers are competitors. You know, Jimmy Rivera, competitor. Luke Rockhold, competitor. What happened when he got fucking punched in his face? Tooth went flying and so did his soul. You know, like that's the type of, you know, scary shit my fucking opponent brings. We bring real, true pain game to purpose, to power, to blood combat sports for your entertainment. And we're two fucking dogs. We might be a little different weight fucking classes, but there's a reason why guys ain't fighting him. There's a reason why guys ain't fighting me. So what do you fucking do? You bring them two guys together and let them really crash for the fucking, what the fans really want. Blood, you know, violence, fucking grit, comeback fucking stories. You know, I agree with them. You know, like I got flying knees, head kicks, you know, in the UFC. Went back at my age to do that, 6.5 fucking weeks notice, 2 sold out crowds, about to be my 3rd this year. Who's doing that? You know, it's us, you know, the forbidden people from the UFC, guys who you thought like, oh, this and that, like, motherfuckers are taking us down. We're here for your fucking neck and to bring some pain to you, put you out, put you fucking unconscious. So now we're on Too Hot for TV, pay-per-view, bare knuckle, you know, motherfuckers ain't taking us down. You know, I've had Jimmy Rivera and both Eddie hit him so fucking hard they were double-legging me inside the fight. We don't do that, you know. So you're welcome. You made it happen.
That's actually an interesting topic, considering how I do stop people in bare knuckle. Maybe not the cleanest shots, but they end up just withering and don't want any more, and they quit and they give up on the fans. And I don't think I see that with you, but I do see myself being so capable of hurting you, even though you've had more of these high-level pro fights in arenas and things like that. I always think about, if you add up the records of all my opponents, I've done that, like back in the day I did that, and you know, even now I haven't done it in a while, but I'm sure it would be like, you know, hundreds of wins my opponents had versus, you know, maybe like 70 losses compared to hundreds and hundreds of wins that they had. So, you know, it's just another huge record that I get to add up. And sorry, bro.
Another legend mounted on my fucking
You know, he says he brings it and makes people wither in there. I feel like life has thrown everything it can at you and you've persevered. Is there something you see in Mike that thinks like, man, obviously you're not going to believe he can make you wither, but you can see, man, he's going to test me. He's going to test my will.
Yeah, this type of opponent completes me. You know, somebody who's going to come and bring it. You know, I've been battle tested my whole life, bro. It's like, you know, I'm the type of guy who's like Lieutenant Dan on top of that fucking pole. You call this a storm? Woo! You know, I embrace that type of chaos. That's who I am. This guy fucking brings it to no other, bro. He brings it to a type of level that motherfuckers don't want to fight him. They don't want to sign up. They don't want to sign that dotted line. You know, breaking jaws and fucking orbitals, bro. Like, who wants to step up to that? These are the challenges that I love to rise to, that get me out of bed. You know, I'm more excited for this fight than a Mason Jones, let's just say. You know, and this is a real blood combat sports, so
We're gonna bleed at the Devil's Den. And spill some blood at the Devil's Den here in Jersey. I think the city's gonna be great to fight for. And you better not fucking quit on them when I start landing some nasty shit.
I saw you tweet something that you weren't happy with him taking like little shots at you, maybe? What exactly has he said that's got under your skin, if anything at all?
Well, I never really said anything. You know, he went on the Jackson podcast. Rampage was saying something to me, which I'm a fan of Rampage. And then, you know, he made it sound like it was something that, you know, obviously, and he knows that I don't give a fuck anyways. I don't even give a fuck about that. So, you know, and he was respectful towards my current status and situation. But Little Diggs, he made a fucking stupid rap song. Like, what is it? Pop face down.
Come on, you know what it is. You love it.
That's hilarious. I haven't listened to it for longer than 10 seconds. It's face down, cheeks clapping or some shit.
That song's hot on Spotify right now. Check it out, cheeks clapping. It's, hey, rappers really like talk about this life. I really live this shit.
Cheeks clapping. It's a little homoerotic, though.
You know,
why, is it your first song?
No, I got another one called. It's called Rick Rude. It's coming
a
out.
long time ago. No, so these are your first ones.
Yeah,
At 40 years old, you decided to start.
No, I used to rap battle back in.
Would you like to join and spit some bars here? Or?
You know, we can dance battle it up too. I did it all.
He's all right dancing. He did the spin once in the cage. You know?
He's gonna be dancing all right.
Oh, the windmill. Yeah, that's fire, man. I was, you know, GSP always did a terrible windmill. And then I was like, man, I'm going to knock somebody out.
Dude, yeah.
I'm going to knock somebody out in the UFC, and I'm going to do a sick-ass fucking windmill. And I did.
I forgot about it. Yeah.
So apart from the rapping, nothing else necessarily got on your nerves? Or you just maybe think the whole vibe is a little...
No, the Rampage Jackson thing. And then Rampage saying that he was mad at me. Rampage kind of helped the situation. Like, he egged it on. And, like, he was like, you know, oh, he should have checked that, not this. Not you. I'm like, that's just not how it looked. Like, you said I sneak pushed you. We were face to face.
No.
And I went like this, and you just went down like a child.
Stop.
That's face to face.
Bro, you fucking shoved me so fucking... This guy shoved me so fucking hard, bro. Cheeks was clapping, right? You know, fucking this guy sucker shoves me, bro. I go 100 yards down that way, right? By the time I run back, we're in fucking each other's face, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You didn't?
Oh shit, dude.
First of all, because Tyson Pedro,
and that was it.
After I pushed you down, no, I didn't. I looked right at you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. We were face to face.
And then you went on Twitter talking about how you pushed the hardest hitting 45er, and then I just come back, I make a song about it. Now it's my turn to speak about it. Hey, it's all good, bro. I did you a favor. It is what it is now. You sucker push me.
I didn't sucker push.
Okay, we're
gonna see about that sucker push on October 4th.
And Dr. Dre said, if it's your bitch in my shit, your bitch you
ain't gonna be no more pushing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be all knuckles.
You sucker push me, dude.
Cool, man. You keep telling yourself that.
We know.
Why? If it was sucker push or not, why did you push him at all?
So I brought a woman to the athlete retreat, and obviously she was facing me, so Cheeks was clapping, and behind her was this little pedophile gremlin over here trying to be a pervert, and he's going like this. So I just reached around her. Me and him were face to face, and I pushed him because
hey, does that look like that can shove me clear to that fucking tree? Because this
but you told Rampage Jackson how hard I fucking pushed you. Imagine how hard I'm gonna punch you.
I'm glad you didn't throw a fucking punch. I probably would have been sleeping and not been able to tell the story, dude.
And then Tyson Pedro, all these UFC fighters were there. Fucking Snoop Dogg was on stage throwing blunts to the UFC fighters. They're fucking going crazy to get a blunt. I had my own in my pocket. And then I pushed him, and I mean, it just went gone from there. Hey man, he already smoked it. What the fuck?
I'll point out. I think that was the last UFC retreat that ever took place. So you guys might have ruined that for everyone who followed you.
No, we were just kind
That
of
fighter
like
retreat was fucking
geez.
legit.
I mean-
It was legit. Everything was free. It was like a fucking playground of fucking animals.
No, it was cool.
You know?
Kobe was there.
Yeah, spoke.
Robert Hirschbeck. You know, they was teaching that shit. It was cool.
We'll wrap up with this. I mean, it's a very basic question, but it's a good one, and I think it shows the mentality of both guys going into this. Your prediction for how this fight goes, and more importantly, how it ends.
I win.
Jeremy Stevens gets knocked the fuck out, or he quits in front of all of New Jersey, because they all gonna be here. The arena's gonna be filled. And I'm gonna punch his forehead and his ears and his temples and his neck and his chest and his face, and he's gonna quit like everybody else.
He's gonna be shook,
No way.
waking up like the fucking hardest 45er fucking did it, bro. It's gonna be a bad night for you.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. If you want to shake hands, feel free.